So, a new study just came out from Chainalysis, a blockchain data analytics firm that shows some really unexpected information. So, let's take a look at it. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. So, if you own Dogecoin, you're probably going to want to hear this. We'll go through what's going on with retail investors, institutional investors, whale accounts, and a couple of other really surprising bits of information. So, according to this blockchain data analytics research, the good news is that since July of 2020, new investors have raised their portion of Dogecoin holdings from 9% to 25%. And this is excellent because it indicates that people want to invest in Dogecoin. It doesn't matter whether anyone thinks it's a fad or has long-term potential. Finally, there's proof that new investors want more Dogecoin when compared to the previous year. We've also observed a significant growth in the total number of investors. We had fewer than 1 million holders in Dogecoin last year, but as of August 2021, there are more than 4 million Dogecoin wallets who hold Dogecoin. This is fantastic news. Now, the more worrying news is that only 535 wallets currently hold 82% of the total supply of Dogecoin. And this is out of all the 4 million Dogecoin wallets. Now, while it's true that the largest among them is probably Robinhood, which will never sell its Doge holdings, it's still a bit alarming that 535 of the largest Dogecoin addresses possessed 106 billion Dogecoins. They hold 82% of the total supply. In addition to that, 37 billion of the 106 billion Dogecoins is held by just 31 investors that have held it for between 6 months and 2 years. Now, you might think that it's problematic that a few individuals control a large majority of Dogecoin. But still, we have to consider the fact that there has been a huge rise in interest in Dogecoin over the last year. And because of this, new investors have gone from owning just 9% of Dogecoin to owning 25% of Dogecoins in circulation. The bottom line is that Robinhood will never sell its Doge, which comes out at 27% of the entire Dogecoin supply. This is because it's too reliant on Dogecoin and wouldn't want to sell it off to create fear among Doge investors. The second thing is that even if the large whales decide to sell off huge amounts to manipulate the market, there are still a lot of new retail investors who'll save Dogecoin in the long run. Now, let's move on to something really shocking. So it says here that a rising herd of billion-dollar cryptocurrency firms have emerged. Yes, there are more and more billion-dollar crypto firms emerging. And as a result, the price of cryptocurrencies will only increase in value over time. And with that, the market cap of these cryptos is going to increase as well. Basically, we're seeing these enormous sums of money being thrown into crypto via these firms by the rich and powerful. So in the long run, you're going to see a lot of money being earned in the crypto world. But still, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So you should definitely do proper research before investing anything into crypto. Moving on, let's look at Dogecoin price for a minute. So, it is currently trading at around 31.5 cents. And you can see here, it had a high of 32 and a low of 31. So, as I previously stated, it will be range-bound with nothing actually happening. And this could be a good thing. The good part is that it is not collapsing to the ground, which many people predicted. So that's great because we could see a lot more buying pressure and we're getting set for a breakout. I'm still fairly optimistic we'll reach 35 cents by the end of this month. Also, we had this really strong buy indication earlier today. I know at 32 or 33 cents, we have had some overhead resistance. But these buying signals will perhaps change things for Doge. So maybe we can go back up to 35 cents, which is something I was really hoping for. Moving on, some great news was that BlackRock, the world's largest asset management company, has also invested in 2 mining businesses. And that's great because BlackRock is also one of Tesla's largest investors. So, I guess now they're putting Elon Musk under pressure to finally start accepting Bitcoin for Tesla payments again. They're doing that indirectly by kind of ensuring that mining is done in a more environmentally friendly way. Perhaps this move will send a message to Elon, and we could perhaps hear a new announcement from him soon. I think people seem to have forgotten, but Elon said that Bitcoin will be accepted by Tesla again at the B word. He said he wants to be extra sure that mining is done with 50% clean energy. It's been a while since he said that, so I think this new move could change a lot. Moving on, it looks like PayPal has launched cryptocurrency services for UK clients, which is great news. This is fantastic because it will be implemented this week. So if you're a UK resident, you can now buy and sell cryptos using PayPal. Now, I think their costs will be much higher than a lot of exchanges. So keep in mind, if you're going to utilize PayPal to buy crypto, make sure you're aware of the costs. Moving on, let's look at the top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week. Bitcoin, as previously discussed, crossed the 50K mark earlier today, so that's quite encouraging. Hopefully, it will get above it again very soon. This article also includes other coins like Cardano. We've all heard that smart contracts are on their way for Cardano. Now, this is not financial advice, and I'm not suggesting that you should buy it right now. But it's still helpful to know that BTC and Cardano are going to pump even more this week. So I think that's another thing we'll keep an eye on. Moving on, this article talks about how investors are piling into cryptocurrencies by selling stocks. Now, this is enormous. People are selling equities from their stock portfolios to purchase cryptocurrencies. And this is why I believe cryptocurrency is still in its infancy. Right now is an excellent moment to invest in it. We've heard predictions about Bitcoin that it'll reach $1 million or even $5 million down the line. And I think it's news like this that's going to get it to that level. Now, moving forward, according to a recent survey, American investors are more likely to buy cryptocurrency via credit cards. And this is yet another great news. Nobody seems to be paying attention to this, yet it might be the biggest one from today. Keep in mind that many people live off of credit cards. So imagine if you were to use your credit to purchase crypto. And then that crypto rises in value, and then you spend some of that money. In this case, you basically use the money you gain from cryptocurrency to pay off the initial credit that you borrowed. So you're effectively earning money. It's similar to utilizing margin in your account, but this time you're using credit cards as your margin rather than the margin in your brokerage. That's really insane. It's like double margining your portfolio to maximize your investments. Now, another interesting news was that Galaxy Digital and Bloomer are collaborating to launch the DeFi Index. This will basically track the greatest decentralized finance goods by market value. So it's pretty similar to the DeFi Pulse, except it'll be on the Bloomer terminal. And it's really significant that it's on the Bloomer terminal. Basically, if we have a proper DeFi index, it implies that Wall Street traders can actually view the indexes on the trading terminal and possibly utilize our trading internals to make buys and sells. Now, let's move on to Dogecoin's Fear and Greed Index for a minute. Keep in mind that this is a bit different from the Crypto Fear and Index, but I believe it's dependent on it. Anyway, it currently stands at 72, which suggests that there's extreme greed in the market. And I think this is why we could see Doge head to 35 cents by the end of this week. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.